Greetings and salutations. I'm Skipper the 14th, and welcome back to another episode of the Test of Time Metaseries. In the last episode, we wrapped up a war with Attila the Hun, almost called him Genghis Khan, Attila the Hun, where we pretty effectively put him in the ground, and then looks like America kind of put him even further in the ground, taking the two capitals that Attila had taken himself. It may come to it that we have to destroy Washington too, but we'll see. Yeah, also we liberated Babylon because Attila had completely conquered him. So we liberated his city and brought him back to life, and 10 turns later we were influential over him because he had so little culture from dying so early in the game. Alright, so since we've built 3 factories, yes, we can now pick our ideology. So, since we're going for a tourism victory, all 3 ideologies have options, or have policies that synergize with a tourism victory. So we showed off order in the first series as Rome. Place that, but I think for our purposes we're going to go for freedom again, just because the bonuses it gives are more conducive to we'll make better use of them. Creative expression, +1 culture for each, great work, but tourism is unchanged. I think that extra culture does turn into tourism once you get hotels and airports, but I could be wrong. And civil society, actually I think we want capitalism because we want the extra happiness. Didn't actually increase our happiness by a lot. What a shocker. And I forgot England was sending their profit through our lands. I hope she's sending it towards America and not trying to convert my cities. I think she's trying to convert my cities because I was playing that cat and mouse game with the Inquisitor moving it around, and when the Inquisitor was not sitting in Lyon, she moved the Great Prophet back towards, it was up here, and when it was down here, she moved her Great Prophet this way. Or actually, when it was sitting in Lyon, she moved it this way to probably try to get to Troy. But if I moved the Inquisitor out of Lyon, she moved it back down this way towards Lyon. So, and you can't convert a city that has an Inquisitor sitting in it. So, she somehow saw that the Inquisitor was in there and knew that she couldn't convert the city. So, yeah, the Inquisitor doesn't necessarily need to be inside the city center on the city center tile. It can be next to it, and it still gives that ability of preventing conversion, that is. And I also had this knight over here scouting out this huge area of land that I never explored until basically after the war with Attila. I keep wanting to call him Genghis. It's not Genghis, it's Attila. Attila the Hun. Start building museums so we can actually house all these great works of art we're eventually going to make. Hopefully she loses interest in us. And actually, you have ivory. I would like that. You want my only copy of copper? Absolutely not. About 10 iron and 10 horses. There we go. I don't really need either of those. Yeah. Everyone's basically saying I'm friends with their friends, so I'm friends with them now. Also, I forgot to comment on it, but ban luxury citrus passed. Why? I don't think we... that was. We had some in Orleans. So... Wait, really? Come on. Yeah, we have some right here. Why? I wish this game had, more things you could propose to the World Congress that were, actually worthwhile, because after, the World's Fair and, I don't know, the things that affect wonders, you're kind of start for... Yeah, she's definitely going for us, because she's going down here to Orleans. See, she's not going for... She is... Yeah, be quiet, I don't care. Your proposal sucked, alright? Proposal was stupid. So, I didn't vote against it because I didn't like you. I voted against it because I didn't like it, right? I just don't understand why they're so hell-bent on converting you, the player, and only you, the player. Like, you know, we got... Well, she's done quite a number on Carthage, I guess, but, like, Carthage has some cities that could be converted. She's not going over towards them. You got, you know, America, who didn't even found his own religion, so he won't be mad at her if she converts him. You know, she's got, you know, Attila and Babylon and, you know, Portugal. Like, all these other people she could convert, but no, she goes towards me. And maybe, like, you could make the argument that's because she's closest to me, but it's still, like... I swear, even if she were, like, over here where Portugal is, you know, the remnants of Portugal are, she would still be sending that profit towards me instead of anyone else on the map. Yeah, we'll do Great Work of Art because that tile is out of range of, like, the workable range of Orleans, so putting a landmark on it wouldn't make sense. I guess she heard me complaining and decided against... converting my cities. I actually don't remember where I was going to send this. Oh yeah. Babylon finally put down the city over here. Makes sense, there are a bunch of tiles that are already improved, because when you raise a city in this game, all the improvements stay where they are. I think that's only different in Civ 6. I think Civ 6 is the only one that, like, erases all the improvements in a city that was burned down. I think I was going to put this guy over here. Yeah, to fill in the gap between Paris and Saint-Victoire. I can't believe Paris doesn't have a museum yet. So like, tunnel visioned on that war. Oh, we could use some more gold income. Yeah, she lost interest, alright. Awesome. Proof positive that complaining works. Valletta elsewhere. Another civilization has pressed Valletta with its technological advancements. I think that means someone else discovered more technologies in the span they were asking than we did. Which is somewhat of a concern. But not much, considering we are in the lead by 8 technologies. I think we're good for now. Yeah, we'll finish up rationalism. Actually, wait. Before I do that, since we get a free tech, do I want to postpone that until... Let's see. I think I want to postpone that until I finish Steam Power, because then I have all of these techs to choose from instead of just, like, basically these 3. I could pick Steam Power if I wanted, but that would be kind of dumb. Actually, you know what? Why don't I do it now? Because the 2 techs that I want most from this era, refrigeration and radio, we can research, so we can get them for free. And I believe... I think I'll get refrigeration for the hotels. I think this is the only game in the franchise where you can build hotels. Like, outside of, like, a specific scenario or something. Civ 6 doesn't have, like, a specific building that increases tourism based on, like, the culture of improvements and great works. It just does that, like, that's just unlocked by the flight technology. In most cases, I think. And that may just be, like, tile improvements work that way. Oh, right. Yes, French artifact. Go here. Nope. Swapping great works between civs. Ancient French artifacts. There we go. Get that nice theming bonus. Another one. Ooh, an American artifact. Ooh, very nice. I think we can move this guy back. Yeah. Actually, it's fine to upgrade these guys into riflemen. In most cases, this is, like, kind of true across 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think least so in 5, but definitely in 3 and 6, and like less so in 4, or even less so in 5. But you like really only you have to like be careful when you upgrade your unique unit, because usually when you upgrade your unique unit into the next like unit that comes after it, it will upgrade into a generic unit, and then that unit will like not have the special ability that the unique unit version does. And like it depends on what the ability is. If the ability is tied to a promotion, like the musketeer here with the heavy charge promotion, then that actually will carry over, because all promotions the unit has will carry over once it's promoted. You see, it still has all the same promotions, so that doesn't change. If it's like this unique unit is like the original but stronger, then that's not gonna change, because the generic unit is just generic. It doesn't, it's not like a promotion that's specific. Like it's kind of like baked into that unit. So yeah. So if the unit special ability is like I don't want your cola. I would like your cocoa actually. It's tied to like a promotion that it has, then go ahead and upgrade it, because it will keep it. But if it isn't, then like upgrade it when you need to. And she's moving back down towards, like, I think she's having trouble making up her mind on where she wants to convert. But that Great Prophet only has 2 charges, and we have 2 Inquisitors, so even if she does, we can just give her cities back. Let's get back on our pagodas, because we need that happiness. Hotels, please. Yep, see? She converted my city, even though I told her not to. She went ahead and did it anyway, because the II could not care less. They just convert your cities whenever they want to, regardless of what other cities would be a better option. And I can even ask her to stop, because like hasn't been long enough since the last time I told her to buzz off. So it's like, we had to get this guy to come down here and clean up your mess. Your stupid religion. I really wish... One of the biggest improvements I think Civ 6 made over Civ 5 was that you can get rid of, you can fight like another player's religious influence without directly declaring war on them. Because like, the only way I can get rid of this, the only way I could get rid of that Great Prophet unit would be to declare war and then take it. And since I'm being buddy-buddy with England, that's not a good idea. But like, if this were Civ 6, I could create an apostle unit and have them fight to the death, and without declaring war on them. Let's see, can we build? No. Okay. I do not see the option to build Petra here, so clearly it has already been built. And of course, Inquisitors don't necessarily convert your city back to your religion, they just remove the opponent's religion from it. But thankfully, it's surrounded by units, cities with our religion in it, so hopefully the passive pressure will be enough to... I think I'm gonna make a landmark here, just kind of for... Like, I'm pretty sure that Great Prophet that just converted these 2 cities was the same one she, like, was threatening to convert Leon with, like, back before we started the war, back in, like, episode 1 or 2. I think it was episode 2. Yeah, so now Orleans passively converts to our religion. It's just, like... They are so hell-bent on converting your cities, as the player, your cities to their religion, to the detriment of, like, everything else. Like, they just don't care about any other thing they could do with that Great Prophet. Like, it's like the second Great Prophet they get, they send it to you to convert your cities away from your religion to theirs. Like, this... They're more, like, hell-bent on converting your cities in this game where there is no religious victory than they are in the game with the religious victory. That being Civ 6. Okay, whatever. It's over. It's been done. Y'all probably sick to death. hearing me say it, you just whinge over and over again about this crap, so shut up. Oh, and America's still at war with Attila as well, I didn't realize. Okay, so we got our... Yeah, sometimes they don't like convert the city back to religion, they just like remove the other religion from it. I swear I had 2 spies in city-states. Did like one get kicked out or something? No. Samarkand and Malacca. There is... Okay, it's right there. There's just like so many icons next to Samarkand that... sorry, I'm gonna move this guy out of Samarkand because we're already friends with Malacca, and yeah, all 3 mercantile states give the same kind of unique luxury resource, being jewelry, so befriending Samarkand wouldn't really like benefit as much. They do have pearls, which Malacca does not, but so do like pretty much every other city-state on the map. So I think we'd be better served. Oh, we got a great engineer. I somehow missed all that hullabaloo. Do I want to like use them to rush a wonder? I think I'll plant him, so to speak, because with the freedom ideology, we get a policy that can increase the yields from great person improvements and landmarks. Because these used to be great people improvements, but they are not anymore. Used to make them with great artists, now you make them with Indiana Jones's archaeologist, if you didn't get the reference. Holy, what the... I just saw our happiness was at like minus 80 for a second there. Like, what the hell happened there? It's probably like a bug or just like taking time to render. Very strange. Sending trade routes to the Huns, not because I like them, but because I want the bonus towards tourism. Let's see him. Yeah. Need the happiness. Alright. Yeah, here we go. New deal. Landmarks and great person improvements produce +4 of the appropriate yield. Actually, universal suffrage would probably be better because that'll give us a lot of happiness. Any citizen working as a specialist will be like have less have half the unhappiness of a citizen working on one of these tiles. Thankfully, Chartres here got our religion passively. So next time, next tier 2 policy we get, I'll pick New Deal. America went order. Very uncharacteristic. I think it's, I think like the general kind of rule of thumb, or like the way it works, a better way to say it, is that, I may have explained this in like the last Civ 5 series, but the first person to like pick a certain ideology gets 2 free tenants right off the bat. That's why we got 2, even though we didn't have like enough culture to actually pick a new policy. So I think what happens is someone, you know, is the first to one ideology. Then the next, if the next player who like gets it, whoever gets to like the next one, if they're an AI, like if the AI gets the next one, then they like pick one that hasn't already been picked, so they can get the 2 free policy slots. Not policy slots, that's Civ 6. 2 free policies. Yeah, I'm really curious where Petra went, because I don't remember seeing a notification for it getting built, and I don't see the changes on any desert tiles. And I also don't see like any city ruins on desert where like it might have been and then it got burnt down. Yeah, no, so once we create this great work, I can like check in the diplomacy list here. Who has what wonders? Yeah, global politics. Who has what wonders? Petra. Who has it? Nobody. Nobody has Petra. Who built it? Why can't I build it? What happened? Did I accidentally mod it out or something? What was going on? Let's see. No? Raised city. Ah, oh. Oh! Wow, okay. So, enhanced UI can tell you when a certain wonder's been built, and yeah, it looks like Petra was built in a city that then got burnt down. I don't know what city that would have been, and we'll probably never know, because it just says a raised city, so I'm assuming it must have been this city that was here, or actually no, that city was over here. Yeah, this is where the city ruins are, and it is next to a desert. Future me, can you go through the footage and see if this hill had the food and like the extra food and production on it, or like, because if I captured Petra and unknowingly burnt it down, that will not be the stupidest thing I ever did in a Civ game, but it'd be up there. It'd be a prime example of tunnel vision at its worst. And so this is, this was something I went over in the last, the Rome series with the ideologies. We didn't even make it to ideologies in the Elizabeth game. We won the game before we got there. But, because no one else in the world is order, and because we have more tourism over them than they do over us. We just have more tourism, period. We have 65, they have 10. They're getting dissident, so their people are unhappy because they see how we're living, and they, grass is greener on the other side kind of situation. They see how we're living, and they're like, why can't we live like that? And they get mad, and they want to live like that. So if their total happiness is still positive, you can see in that menu. So it's not going to do much for now, but if that total unhappiness gets too high, then their people might go into rebel, and their cities might flip to us, or us, because we have the most tourism. Do not have the gold to buy cargo ships, but I will build them here in Tour, because they give more gold and can travel farther than land trade routes. The downside towards sea trade routes really is that you go into default focus, please. The main downside to sea trade routes over land trade routes is that they are harder to defend, because they're going over open ocean, and because they can go so much longer, you basically have to have ships along the entire thing guarding it. Whereas with a land trade route, you could, in theory, keep it all within friendly borders. But without barbarians on, and without any active wars on either, that's not really a problem. So, trade away. Mogadishu desires Brandenburg Gate. That might be arranged. Also gets city connection down in Saint-Victoire. Saint-Victoire. Milan. Culture. I can practically hear the gears of my brain turning as I attempted to process the information that was in front of me. Trade with Carthage, because we don't have a route to them yet, so we can get the bonus tourism to them. Great artiste. Unfortunately, we did not get that artist before the era swapped, so now, we can't get the... Using these two great works of art, we can't get the theming bonus. Just build Brandenburg Gate for the city-state. I did it for the city-state! Trying to do oh, there goes Taj Mahal. Maybe we should have built that. That gives you a free golden age, but... whatever. Doesn't really do much else. Oh, actually, I think it gives you some happiness. So it could have been helpful, but... oh well.
May God forbid.
past me is an idiot, and future me is not that much better. Embargo England, World's Fair. I will vote for World's Fair. Carthage wants to embargo England because when that, like the time to propose a make a proposal, they were at war with England, so they were mad at them. They were angry. World's Fair passes, alright. That has the potential to be very good for our tourism, I believe. There's the World Games that gives you tourism. World's Fair gives you extra culture return for social policies. Excuse me. So let's just slap that in our cities. I would also like to improve this aluminum so we can get hydro plants in Paris, Orléans, and Troyes, and maybe some Victoire, even though we only have actually use patent to claim an aluminum tile. We should also probably start building some chateau in Saint Victoire. I almost called it Baton Rouge. What's wrong with me? Also, time to build some railroads. Choo choo. Let's see. Specials consume only half the normal amount of food, or I think the choice is pretty obvious. Increase great people, please. So that's something I haven't shown off yet because we haven't really had any great generals. You can use a great general to plonk down a citadel on a tile, and the citadel has to be either in your borders or one tile outside your borders. And when you plonk it down, you claim all the tiles around, like the tile you put it on, even if someone else owns those tiles. That's what is called a culture bomb. Yeah, it's a good way to steal tiles without going to war, and to make sure that whoever you do it to never likes you again, because shockingly, the AI does not like it when you take their land. Yeah, I think you get a pretty severe opinion malice for stealing tiles with a great general. In Civ 6, it's called a culture bomb. I don't know if it's called that in Civ 5 or if it has like a specific name. That's what it's called in 6.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
That may have been like what fans of 5 called it before it was made official in 6. But oh, right, the Brandenburg Gate. I was like, where are we gonna go general? Oh yeah, Brandenburg Gate. The wonder that gives you a free great general. That's where we got it. Broadcast towers. Hotels first, then broadcast towers.
Is the following trade?
So, love to be friends. So, well, maybe we don't, but I was just saying, I'm pretty sure we get a tourism bonus, but even if we don't, it'll be easier to get things that give us a tourism bonus when we're friends with someone. Keep that tourism cranking. Build an archaeologist in here real quick. 46% completed. 610. I know there was. Oh, there's a way to figure out how much, how much production these projects cost. So, and like, since you can see how much you've invested, like you can tell once you've invested more than half of it, you are like guaranteed to get the gold reward, because if you sunk the most production into it out of anyone, then you get the gold reward. If you sunk more than like an eighth of it, you get the silver reward. If you or like a quarter of it, then you get the silver reward. And if you invested more than an eighth or a 16th, you get the bronze award. Future me, do that research and confirm the math. It's like you do some fraction to get the bronze award, then you get double that fraction to get the silver award, then you get the biggest number to get the gold award. don't think you can get the gold award if you don't also like qualify for the silver award. I don't know why, like our happiness like seems to fluctuate in like the interim, like between turns. Very strange. 99 tourism, we are really getting up there. Really cranking out the blue jeans and rock music. It's funny how this is culture victory, but this doesn't actually like tell you a lot of information about how the culture victory is progressing. So you can see America still has positive 8 happiness despite the 7 unhappiness from dissidents. So they're not in danger. Wow, America has a lot of culture. 203 turns, assuming tourism output remains unchanged. Yeah. So we're now influential over Carthage. And we'll soon be influential over Portugal. 2 more turns. Huns, we need 10 more turns. England, we need 27 turns. So I think what I need to do is take... I think I'll take him out of Eve. I'm not gonna pretend like I know how that is pronounced. Move to Washington as a diplomat. That will give us another tourism boost via propaganda. I'm not like being funny, that's actually what the game calls it. That's like how the... That's what the game says. Wrong button. Where is it? Just click this. Yeah, you can see plus 0% bonus for propaganda from a diplomat, so... Quite literally spreading propaganda. Yeah, 3 more turns until that starts going into effect. Just building some railroads. Now we do New Deal. Yeah, look at that. 9 culture from that landmark. 11 production from this manufactory. 14 science from that academy. It's a shame we didn't get like a lot of... haven't like gotten a lot of great people until now. Even though citadels are a great person improvement, they don't provide any yield, so they don't get changed by that bonus. Ideology. Oh no, England won order too. I guess no one wants the... Oh, our trade for ivory ended. What do you want for that? I'm not giving you... I'm not giving you my only copy of a luxury for, like, a copy of a luxury resource. It's like, that doesn't make sense, dude. They might also be picking order because they want to, like, lower the percentage of influence I have, like, lower the bonus of, bonus of tourism I get over them, because now you can see you get the minus 30%, 34% penalty for different ideologies, so they might pick order intentionally because, they want to, hamper my efforts to win, which is kind of a dick move, but smart nonetheless. Smarter than anything the Civ 6 AI ever does, let me tell you. Neuschwanstein, 3 gold, 2 culture, and 1 happiness from every castle. Also one of 2 wonders that requires a mountain in this game, and also actually appears on the mountain itself, like it's rendered on top of the mountain. Orléans, you do Statue of Liberty since you're coastal-ish. Actually, I thought I had enough money to buy a hydro plant. Yeah, I did not, so I was going to buy it in Paris, give it a whole bunch of production, but didn't have the money for it, so... You build 14 turns, you build it 12, okay, yeah, so... you don't need to build, city doesn't need to be coastal for it to build Statue of Liberty, I just, like, just want to build it in one because it's accurate, it's lore accurate. Yep, so we're now influential over Portugal. Getting close to influential, so that gives us 3 out of 6, I think this said. 3 out of 6, yeah, so in a sense we're halfway there, in a sense we're nowhere close. Oh, another great engineer. I think it's safe to say we've got the gold reward for World's Fair, so we can pull our cities off of investing into it and have them build other buildings. Have them build infrastructure. I don't know who that's like an impression of. Occurs to me I could be using this worker to build railroads as well, because it's literally sitting in Orléans, doing Sweet Fanny Adams. Major artifact. Yeah, that's a desert tile, so that's not going to be very good to work, even with the huge amount of culture. Yep, here we are. Also, yeah, if you earn the silver award, you also earn the bronze award, and if you win the gold award, you win all three. So we get culture increases by 100% for 20 turns. I think that's just like the empire-wide culture. I don't think that's city by city. You also get a free social policy and 500 points towards our next golden age. All of which are nice. Free policy. You can get media culture for free. So that gives us even more tourism. I think there's like one city that has it so far. Or two, Lyon and Orléans. So weird. Interim, like the total happiness just like plummets for whatever reason. Must be something to do with how the game like calculates how much happiness you have. And something about it breaks while it's processing the other player's turns. I think we have to build the Eiffel Tower in Paris. There's nowhere else it should be built. We've got our level 3 tenet. I think I'll keep picking tenets because the civil society one is pretty good. It makes it so that any citizen working as a specialist eats half the amount of food they would if they were working out in the field. So your cities will grow faster if they have specialists. I'm sure if you map that out and like had all your citizens working farm tiles, then like it would grow the fastest than having like a good chunk of them on specialists, but it would grow faster than it would otherwise grow with specialists. Also, Babylon went Great Mosque, which is strange because I think they're out of the running to found a religion at this point. Like I think all the available religions have been founded. They're only or it's just like it still be found at 0. So they got Great Mosque, which means they went they took the piety policy tree. Yeah. So they went piety even though they I mean, to be fair, they probably went piety before all the religions got gobbled up and then they died, so they couldn't continue down that path. But they still got Great Mosque, which I think increases like the amount of times,
Would you be interested in a trade?
like the amount of charges a prophet or missionary has to spread religion. Our cities desire either dye, pearls, or cotton. Pearls we can get from city-states. Dyes we can get from America.
Good day.
And cotton we would... Oh, what?
Proceed.
You lied to me, game. It says he has 2 dyes.
Is the following...
No. Oh no, he has 2 dyes. And he's keeping one for himself. So that one here is...
You are
Yeah, definitely no on that one. Definitely yes to that one. Sure, I guess. I don't think there's anyone else I could sell salt to that would like get us another like religion in resource in trade. Carthaginian coup in Albany failed. Carthage attempted a coup in Albany failed to overthrow the American spurs in alliance with the city-state. Interesting. It's real Cold War shenanigans going on. We have more aluminum. Can build another hydrogen plant here in Lyon. And one here in Saint-Victoire. Let's see. Project facilities. I think urbanization would be good. It's a lot more happiness. Yeah, look at that. We like doubled our net happiness. What? How the proposal failed. They were building new cities too aggressively. I settled one city like 20 turns ago. Man. I think you know somebody. Probably also doesn't help that we're friends with Elizabeth, who they hate. So, right, we're better to bulb that than to plant it, but I can't ignore the yield. England has replaced America as the ally of Vancouver. Oh, and alright. Why are you mad? Declaration defensive with enemies, held their proposal fail, captured their original capital. Okay, that one's fair. Like, he has a reason to be mad at us. You are just being pissy. You covet lands that you currently own. Yeah, well... Tough. Skill issue, get good. Just buy another cargo ship and send it to... I don't know, Mogadishu. Yeah. Start sending some trade routes to city-states for, the influence we can get from that, other tier 2, policy from freedom. I don't like this stranglehold that America has on
Is the following
the
trade of interest?
city-state world. I would like it to be my stranglehold.
Irás
Um,
considerar.
Yeah, Carthage went order 2. She probably did that because she hates me. She doesn't want to be in my club. So they have a quest for us to trade with them, so that will give us some bonus influence with them. Oh, so did Samarkand, to be fair. Also love how she tells us we're settling cities too aggressively, and then she plonked this down in like the past 5-10 turns on our border. Like, that's pot calling the kettle black right there. Oh, now we are Mogadishu's ally because of that little burst we got from sending them a trade route in the first place. Definitely need to keep trading with America because we're not influential over them yet. Yeah, I think we're good on the freedom tenets, so we can kind of dip our toes into a different policy tree. So I think we should go exploration for the Louvre and the hidden antiquity sites, like we did it with the Rome game. Louvre, yes, please. We're not building it in Paris, but Paris is busy, so we'll have Orleans build it because they're free. Yeah, for the first time, we're just gonna have you run wealth. And I run out of worthwhile buildings to build for a while. Yeah, I think once we finish the Eiffel Tower, then I will call it an episode, and we will continue with our cultural domination in the next episode. I don't even know why I'm like doing a Jamaican accent. There's to protect. Yeah. That's a sign that they're getting bullied by somebody. They allied with the Americans, if I had to guess. Spokane Attila has been captured by America. Makes it sound like, oh, they're even burning it down. Oh no. They captured a city that was named after one of their own cities, and they're burning it down. Spokane doesn't deserve that. If it were Detroit, I would understand, but Spokane, that's just, it's cruel. Also, while I have you here, so to speak, I want to talk a little bit about my plans for the next series. Not for the Civ 6 game, for like the next Civ we play. I'm still going to use the Wheel of Destiny, as is tradition at this point. If you guys are open to it, I would be fine with having you guys vote on who we play next, but for now, I think with the numbers the channel is pulling, it'd be safer to stick with the wheel. Since we've done 3 European civs in a row, we did Rome, and then England, and now France. If the wheel rolls a European civ, like for next, I'm gonna re-roll it until we get someone who isn't in Europe, just for variety's sake. I'm gonna Samarkand next because they also have a quest. They also want our goods. Yeah, I think I'll just bulb with this guy. Whoa, that was loud. Atomic era. I think we kind of beelined for that. A little bit. Where to now? I think just straight up beeline for the internet because want that tourism bonus. Straight up doubles your tourism. Just straight out the can. Oh, nice. Artillery. Caravan. Oh yeah, now that we're in the atomic era, The caravans are trucks, and the cargo ships are like modern-day freighters. Kind of a nice touch. Washington is plotting against Babylon. Oh no. Share intrigue with intrigue. Excuse me, not intrigue with Nebuchadnezzar. I don't know why they always like militarily escort their great musicians. Like they think I'm gonna declare war on them while they're in my borders. Even if I did, that would probably force them out of my borders. I'm going to remember. I want to check the like tourism math. Like once we build Eiffel Tower, just so like we can see like how well we're doing as like the end of the episode. So queue up airports everywhere for the extra tourism. Airports basically do the same thing as tourism-wise. They basically do the same thing as hotels. They give you 50% of the culture from tile improvements, world wonders, and great works as extra tourism. None of the actual policies in exploration are really all that impactful for our game plan, so it doesn't really matter which ones we pick and when. Still don't have enough delegates to become the host of the Congress, which is sad. Or to like propose resolutions in the Congress either, which is arguably sadder. Yeah, Carthage remains host because they have enough city-states and they have the stupid Forbidden City. I'm just calling it stupid because I'm salty that I don't have it, but we're not going for diplomatic victory this game, so it's not a huge deal. It's just kind of mildly annoying. The great work. I think the Louvre bonus is like, yeah, 2 works of art and 2 artifacts, with all 4 being from different eras and different civs. So, yeah, we have enough. So we can swap our great works of art with other civs. So we could like swap these 2 for ones from other people. I don't think I should swap this one though, because this one is about Paris. But yeah. Oh yeah, I think yeah, since you can't trade great works of music with other civs, the 2 wonders that have theming bonuses for great works of music, just have them be same era and civ. Unfortunately, we don't have 3 from the same era. We have 1 from the Renaissance, 1 from the Industrial, and 2 from the Modern. And yeah, we're gonna get 1 from the Atomic because now we're in the Atomic era. So I think I'm going to have this automatically buy musicians, and that'll be a while before we get 1. Eiffel Tower. That gives us 12 free tourism at the gate before any modifiers to tourism. That tourism doesn't get modified from the hotels or airports. That, yeah, also gives you 50 extra tourism from Great Works. So like the Great Works that Great Works have like their own innate tourism bonus yield as well as culture yield. So you get 50% off that tourism, then 50% of the culture you get gets turned into more tourism. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be our last turn. We'll tell Leon to build Cristo Redentor, which I changed to give culture to religious buildings, because it gave the discount to culture policies to the Red Fort. We're going to check how much longer we need to win. So we only have 2 more. We have England and America. We're at 91% influence over England and 75% over America. So we need 5 turns to be influential over England and 15 turns to be influential over America. So with that knowledge, why don't we just keep going? because it's only going to take us 15 more turns to win over America, then we'll win the game, and we don't need to spend... I don't need to try to make a full episode out of 15 turns of me just clicking next turn. We might even get it sooner than that, because we're getting some extra tourism boosts in with the airports and the broadcast towers and such. You're welcome for eschewing any Jerry Lewis impressions. Probably a little bit of a longer episode this time, but yeah, we're very close to victoire, so might as well just keep on going. Send this guy down to Samarkand, get some extra influence as well as some money. To spend any cash that we can, some cash that we can spend on more influence. Seeing who like has the lowest amount of influence we would need to become their ally. I think it was, yeah, here, Samarkand. Alright, we're already sending merchant there, so let's go to, actually no, it would be Almaty. Just give you 1k, yeah. You're mine now. Oh, Babylon denounced Carthage. We found uranium. Thank goodness Gandhi's not in the game. Thank goodness that joke has not gotten old. I'm telling lies again. Yeah, Almaty. Actually, how about Genoa? You're not allied with Genoa, to my knowledge. Kind of shame you can't, like, manually cancel a trade route. Yeah, 8 more turns for America, 4 more turns for England. Something changed with England. Yeah. Oh, I thought they were asking for me to open my boards. I didn't realize
Hello.
they were asking if, yeah, 3 turns, so we have pretty much every bonus we can over America, with the exception of the ideologies. And they are in civil resistance, so they are now in negative happiness. Minus 17. So, yeah. So there is a chance, however small, that they either cave to the pressure and switch to freedom, or their cities revolt and ask to join us. So culture flips, in a sense, do exist in this game. They're just very convoluted, and the AI is a lot better at preventing them from happening. I can remember like one game where I had cities actually flip to me from the ideology pressure, because I'm pretty sure it didn't happen in the Rome game. If it did, future me will be sure to make me look like an idiot, because like I said, future me is slightly smarter. Oh, it's you who's bullying Almaty. Makes sense, you're right next to them. I already lost my train of thought. Wow. Yeah, no, it's gone. Yeah, no, alright. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I just like start talking about something and then one little distraction pops up and boop, gone. Deleted from the memory. Saying something about making present me look stupid. I'm misremembering something. Oh yeah, whether or not we got a culture flip in the Rome game. I don't think we did. I think I remember that happened. And now, story time with Skipper. I only remember one game where it happened. And actually, I remember a fair amount of the details of the game because, like, it was one of the few games where I actually got a culture flip and, like, where I learned that that was a thing that could happen. Was, I don't remember who I was playing as, but it was on, like, a Europe map. Like, one of the Europe maps from, like, one of the map DLCs. Not like a true start location kind of thing, just a map that's shaped like Europe. Like, Zulu was, like, basically Russia, like, they were in Russia, and they had, like, a lot of cities settled, and, like, I kept getting their cities, like, flipping to me because of, like, this, like, the ludicrous, like, pressure I had over them, like, the culture pressure I had. And that was a problem because I was in, like, my cities were all in, like, Italy or something. So I was basically getting like cities from across the map asking to join me. I'd be like, sure, and then I would like immediately trade them back to the Zulu. I'm pretty sure it was the Zulu. Immediately trading them back to the Zulu because I didn't want them because they were like on the other side of the map and like I didn't want to deal with them. And then like a couple turns later, again, it was this. I remember because not only was it like, I think the first time I saw that mechanic in action, but like because I kept returning the cities to their original, like the original government, and then they kept flipping back. It was like this weird ping pong. Kept going like every couple turns. This has been Story Time with Skipper. That was a long time ago, though. I think that was probably before Civ 6 released. To give you an idea of how long ago that was. Civ 6 was just, what, turning 8 years old this year? Something like that? Nuts.
It is easy to go.
Absolutely bonkers. Where does the time go? We don't really need to be trading with England anymore because we are not getting. We've become influential over them, so we don't need the tourism boost. So let's, I guess, just send some production to Chartres. Oh, nope, there's one right there. Alright. I was like, I think we've improved all the tiles. Nope, there's one right there. Research lab, yeah. And medical lab. Lots of labs. 3 more turns until America caves to the superiority of wine and cheese. And snails. And berets. Accordion music. Yeah, now we're getting all, like, great people out the wazoo now that, like, you know, the game's getting closer to over. It's recycling centers and solar plants. 18. A little bit more tourism from somewhere. Like from the great work of music. I don't think we'll get the theming bonus of the Louvre. Game's just not gonna last long enough. Oh yeah, Sydney Opera House, why not? Broadcast tower here in Marseille, and a public school and a hotel. Talk policy. Great Admiral Piers, sure. Definitely not. But again, I don't know if my 9 votes are going to counter that, so I'll just vote up on international games. This game's, yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter. We've won. Like, maybe it'll take 1 or 2 more turns, but we won.
Is the following trade?
Victory is all but assured. There we go.
You have achieved victory through the awesome power of your culture. Your civilization's great.
Yeah, that's the culture victory. So, yeah, let me just check. Yeah, that would have been like half-length episode if I had stopped where I said I would originally. Yeah, so our 3rd culture victory in a row. This time in Civ 5. Little kind of thoughts while we watch the magic of the map replay. Some thoughts on the game. I definitely think I could have played that better, specifically from a happiness management standpoint, because for most of the game we were struggling with happiness. Like, I think we spent more time in negative happiness than we did in positive happiness. And that definitely hurt a lot. Thankfully, in like the early stages, it doesn't hurt too much. It mostly slows down your growth, and you get like a little bit of a penalty to production gold. But yeah, you really want to, like, if you want to play wide, you pretty much have to get the mercantilism policy from the commerce tree, because it gives you a butt ton of extra happiness, and then of course your ideology will also give you a lot more happiness as well. Yeah, I could have made a bit more of a concerted effort to manage our happiness. I could have just gone down commerce instead of going down rationalism. Rationalism is really good because it gives you a lot of science, but I think having the extra happiness might have been better in the long run. Maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe I could have just not settled so many cities. Could have cut back on the settling. settled 7 cities, which is like 3 more than the generally recommended amount of like 4. But yeah, culture victories are. I like culture victories in Civ 5 and Civ 6 because more so in Civ 5, because you can manage. So I just like the mini game of the theming bonuses uh, with the great works, you know, getting the getting all the extra tourism by putting the right great works in the museums. I feel like it's a lot harder to theme things in Civ 6, especially with archaeological museums, because like it feels like all the archaeology spots on the map just give you your you need like all the artifacts need to be from the same era. They either need to be from your Civ or from like they all need to be from you or they all need to be from someone other than you. So it's like they can be a mishmash as long as like none of them are yours. That's like the requirement for the archaeological museums in Civ 6. And it's just like the way the things shake out with what artifacts you get from the artifact spots. It's just like you so rarely get the opportunity because like you'll get like two artifacts from your Civ from the ancient era, and then like the third one you get is and they hold 3 artifacts by the way, and like the third one you get is like someone else from the medieval era, and you get like 2 of each era, and then like half of them are you, half of them are someone else. It's just like it's frustrating, but Civ 6 also has like a lot of other sources of tourism. Like when you research flight, that gives you a bunch of tourism based on like pretty much I think like pretty much every unique improvement gives any unique improvement that like gives some yield will give you extra tourism when you research flight based on like whatever yield it gives. You get tourism from wonders, just like flat wonders give you tourism. I think once you research flight. You get tourism from national parks. You can get tourism from, I think like specific leader abilities can like give you more tourism. There are a lot more sources of tourism in Civ 6 than there are in Civ 5, but it's a bit less interactive, I feel, and it's still very like the way the game presents the information about the tourism is very obtuse. It's very hard to like keep track of what exactly is going on in Civ 6. So. Yeah, but Culture Victory is a lot of fun. It's like very SimCity-ish, very like, planning out your cities, making sure you have, the infrastructure to support all the great people specialists in Civ 5, and then, making sure you have the infrastructure to support all the great works you're never going to be spawning in Civ 6, and building the right wonders and knowing what to go for and what not to, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, a lot of fun. Next time, we are going to be playing Civ 6 as France. We're going to be, once again, going for Culture Victory because that's our theme. I will not spoil it. I already know who I want to play. Which of the leaders I want to play as. I'm sure some of you probably already know who it is based on the fact that we're going Culture Victory. So I don't want to spoil anything. So, that is the end of the episode and the end of the Civ 5 France series. So, if you liked what you saw, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Doing all those things tells the magical YouTube algorithm guys that you like what I do and you want more people to see it. And as always, be good, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.